Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Welcome to Keep Flying.
I am a traveler. Not just an ordinary traveler, but a frequent traveler. Traveling to me is not just about moving from one place to the other. I travel for work and personal business. And with all this traveling I do, safety is my number one priority. Knowing my luggage is well looked after, and most of all, a team of people within the airport to assist me around. A self-check-in kiosk always comes in handy. And that way, I don't have to queue up and stare at my watch. I'm always on my smartphone and laptop while in the airport terminals, so Wi-Fi always saves the day. Oh, and grabbing a snack while I wait for my flight is key to keeping me calm.
Last calling for all passengers to board the flight to Livingston.
Oops, gotta go before I miss my flight.
Travel with a peace of mind and enjoy airport services at your convenience with the help of Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, Zambia's airport and air navigation provider. With a new shopping mall and hotel coming soon. Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Keep flying.
Welcome to this special interview with the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. My name is Kafala and I'm at the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited premises just to get and try and talk about different departments at the Zambia Airports Corporation. And of course, with me is Mr. Moses Mutalemba, who's Chief Fire Officer. So welcome to the program.
Thank you.
All right. Today we want to concentrate on getting to look at the rescue service team, which is one of the important departments right at the airport, because when fire breaks out, obviously you're the people that are on the ground to rescue the people, and this is why it's so important, because you're dealing with the lives of people. And so for starters, would like to just for you to explain the responsibilities of the fire and rescue service units to us.
Thank you very much. The responsibility for fire services at the Zambia Airports Corporation is to provide what I can call fire cover to the flying public and the infrastructure. What do I mean? That means that in case of an accident, an emergency, our law is to save life and protect property.
All right. And is the airport your priority, or are you able to assist in emergency outside the airport?
Yes, our airport fire service priority is the airport functions, because our airports are categorized, and because of that, even the equipment that we have is for that particular category. So we serve the airport as a priority number one.
Great. How closely do you work with the Lusaka City Council Fire Brigade, if at all you work with them?
Lusaka City Fire Brigade is part of our emergency responding agency. We have got an emergency plan, and Lusaka City Fire Brigade has got a role to play. In case we have an accident outside the airport that involved the air crash, that is the responsibility of the City Fire Brigade. So we do interact with them quite a lot. And also for us, if they've got other issues and if our traffic is not so much, we also try to help them. So we do interact with them.
And tell us a little bit more about the categories of the fire rescue stations under the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited.
Currently, we have 4 major international airports. This is Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, Harimwanga Nkumbula, Simon Mwansaka Pwepwe, and Imfuwa International Airport. The fire categories for these airports as follows. For Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, this airport is at Cat 8. For Harimwanga Nkumbula, it is at Cat 7, and in Ndola Cat 7, Imfuwa is at Cat 4.
How many fire tenders are stationed at each airport, and what are their capacities in terms of water and foam and powder as well?
For Kenneth Kaunda International Airport, for Cat 8 category, we have 3 fire engines. Harimwanga Nkumbula, Cat 7, has 2 fire engines. Simon Mwansaka Pwepwe, Cat 7, has 2 fire engines. For the categories in terms of media, which is firefighting media, for Lusaka, The 3 engines, we've got 12,000 liters of water each. That means 36,000 liters for fire engines. And then we have 1,504 foam. This is chemical foam. So that also gives you about 4-5 for the 3 engines. And we've got also, they also carry 225 dry chemical powder, both the 3 engines. So these amounts is across the board at all airports. Though these other airports have got 2 engines, but in terms of content, it's the same.
And let's talk about the parking bays. How many do you have for the fire tenders and ambulance at each airport?
The parking bays, this is to do with the fire appliance bay. For Lusaka, we've got 8 parking bays. For Ndola, which is Simon Manskapwepwe, we've got 4 parking bays. For Harimwanga Nkumbula, we have got 4 parking bays. And for Mfuwe, we've got 2 parking bays.
Tell us about the types of ambulances being used at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport.
Lusaka, Kenneth Kaunda International Airport has got 2 ambulances. One is called the trauma ambulance because it has got all the medicine and equipment to deal with the emergency situation. So it's an advanced ambulance that we have at Kenneth Kaunda. Mm-hmm. Even at Livingston, it's the same. Together with the, I can say all the airports have got the trauma ambulances ready for emergencies. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So in other words, we only have one type of ambulance that we use at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport and elsewhere.
At Kenneth Kaunda, we've got 2, but one major trauma ambulance.
Okay.
The other one is a bench, though it is not equipped as the one that I've talked about at Kenneth Kaunda International.
This is Keep Flying.
In case you've just tuned in, you're listening to an exclusive interview with the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, and my name is Kafala, and with me is Mr. Moses Mutalemba, Chief Fire Officer at the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, and we're looking at the fire and rescue services right here at the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Sir, what are the largest aircraft that can be handled by the fire rescue station at the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited?
The biggest aircraft that Kenneth Kaunda International Airport that the rescue and fire services handle is a 777, Boeing 777.
All right. How often, considering that you don't get to have a lot of emergency around the airport, how often do you test your preparedness in case of an emergency?
Our section has to be ready all the time. Despite not having this accident frequently, but we are advised to prepare ourselves because an accident will never tell you that this is the day you're having it. So meaning that every time when we report for work, our personnel have to get ready. They have to do drills, they have to check their equipment, knowing that anything can happen. So that's how we've been groomed, and that's how we go with our work.
How's your response time to emergency at the airport or within the airport premises?
Our response time given by the international standard is 2 minutes and not more than 3 minutes.
And how many fire and rescue officers are employed at the fire and rescue services at the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited?
The total workforce for Zambia Airports in terms of firefighters is 135. Okay. I've got 34 female.
Are there any special courses one has to take to work in the fire and rescue services industry, or can someone get trained on the job?
One has to get trained as a firefighter. That's the level 1 training that is done here in Zambia. We've got a training school within the airport. This is Zambia Air Service Training Institute. So for you to get into fire service, you have to go to that school, get the best training as a firefighter. Then from there, you climb the ladder.
Mr. Mutalemba, as we come to the end of this interview, what are your closing remarks?
I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to tell the public about our job, and to say that we as firefighters do our job so that the airport is safe, and that we continue to attract the traveling public, especially those that are using air. And this is the reason why we are always at the airport, to ensure that the airport is fire-free. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time, sir, and for the information.
Thank you. I
was talking to Mr. Moses Mutalemba, who's the Chief Fire Officer at the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. My name is Kafala. Now, I'm here at the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, and if you have not visited this place, I urge you to, be able to come through and just visit the place, acquaint yourself with what's happening around the Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, and also with this, technology that has come on board. You can visit them on Facebook. You can also check them out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and also just visit the website on www.zacl.co.zm. You have been listening to this special interview with the Zambia Airports Corporation. Once again, my name is Kafala. Stay tuned.
I am a traveler. Not just an ordinary traveler, but a frequent traveler. Traveling to me is not just about moving from one place to the other. I travel for work and personal business. And with all this traveling I do, safety is my number one priority. Knowing my luggage is well looked after, and most of all, a team of people within the airport to assist me around. A self-check-in kiosk always comes in handy. And that way, I don't have to queue up and stare at my watch. I'm always on my smartphone and laptop while in the airport terminals, so Wi-Fi always saves the day. Oh, and grabbing a snack while I wait for my flight is key to keeping me calm.
Last calling for all passengers to board the flight to Livingston.
Oops, gotta go before I miss my flight.
Travel with a peace of mind and enjoy airport services at your convenience with the help of Zambia Airports Corporation Limited, Zambia's airport and air navigation provider. With a new shopping mall and hotel coming soon. Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Keep flying.